Let's talk about some of the people that you dealt with while you were a Gambino. Roy DeMeo had a group called the DeMeo Crew, and they were notorious for the number of murders they did. They said that they killed 200 people. They had a club called the Gemini Lounge, and there was a whole system. There was the Gemini method, where they would get the victims in, somebody would shoot him in the head with a silenced pistol, the other one would put a towel on his head, and then go through this whole routine where they would chop up his body and everything else like that. Now, you actually knew Roy DeMeo.
Yes.
Is this the biggest psychopath that you ever ran across?
I got to think about it. I have ran across a lot of psychopaths, I tell you the truth. But if he's one of them, for sure.
Yeah.
See, there's a line with everything in life. There's a line. I think he crossed the line from a hit guy and became a serial killer. And that's, I don't know what that is. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. But when you cross that line and you're killing out of pleasure and not for reasons, I don't understand that. And that's, to me, very dangerous.
Right. I guess there was one time that you were hanging out with him, and I guess you were in a room with a bunch of older people, and he starts talking to you about potentially killing everyone in that room.
Mm-hmm. So I wasn't hanging out with him. We were at a meeting. He had a connection in one of the countries that they were smuggling cars into this country and selling them. So I was sitting down, I was an acting captain, I was sitting down with Louis Melito, who's a maid guy, and try to get into this, a conversation with him on how we can do it, along with him, or just give us how to do it. But he was fantasizing, he was looking at the side. And I had said, the conversation got boring, this stuff, right? No, Sammy, no. Why? Yes. Well, I see you looking the other way. It's like you have no interest in it. He said, no. He says, you should look at all these people. There was a group of about 50 people, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. They were all old people, probably from some sort of home. And we knew they weren't agents, so it was a safe place for us to sit. The guy in the diner knew that, and he gave us that area. And he said, if I had 2 9mm, I could kill them all before they even get up. And I looked and I said, yeah, probably most of them would die of a heart attack. But then I told Louis, I said, listen, let's wrap it up. Let's go. And when Louis Melito got up, we shook everybody's hand. I said, did you hear what he said? Yeah. I said, bro, the guy lost his mind.
Right.
He's sitting here fantasizing about killing a bunch of old people. Who does that? Something's wrong with him up here. We got to be careful with this guy.
Yeah.
And later on, it comes out that he is a serial killer, and Paul Castellano ordered, and he was killed.
Well, right. Didn't he tell you that if blacks or Puerto Ricans would ever go into this Gemini lounge, that they would just kill him just to keep, he said, to keep his guys sharp?
Let's not make him a racist, because I don't think he was a racist. He didn't give a fuck what color you were, whether you were black,
well, but he said
or
that,
Mexican,
well, I guess,
or white.
I guess the story was that he felt that if he killed a black or Puerto Rican, there'd be less of a police investigation during that time. So
I don't know. I don't think he cared.
He just would kill people just for fun?
If you were in there, his uncle was the bartender. If you were in there for 4:30, whoever you were, or whatever color, or whatever race, or nationality, or religion you were, the uncle would call him up, we got one. So that don't sound too racist to me. Then he'd go in, he'd drag him out, and he'd kill him.
Just for fun?
No, when he told me about that, he said, Sammy, I keep my guy. I said, you're just killing innocent people who done nothing? I, as a matter of fact, yes. And why? Because they're black? No, I don't give a fuck. He says, so you're just killing people? Yeah. Why? He says, I keep my crew sharp. We're playing cards. I get the call. Stop playing cards. Come on, let's do this. They take him in. They shoot him in the head. They cut him from his neck right down to past his balls, open him up, hang him upside down by his feet in the shower. They bleed him out continue playing cards. So when they saw him in pieces, blood ain't squirting all over the place. And he said, you know what it is, right? And I humored him and said, yeah, I do the same thing. I get it. But I don't get it.
Right.
But I wasn't about to play with him with word. I just said, yeah, I do the same thing. I wanted to get the fuck out of that conversation right away.
Right. Wasn't there a conversation where someone said that we'll feed some guy to Roy DeMeo?
No, I don't know.